Welcome to this explainer. Today we're looking at a truly fascinating document that outlines the impending 2035 Ascension. You know, if you think the technological jump from the printing press to the internet was massive, the source material we're unpacking today suggests our current media platforms are about to undergo an energetic evolution that just completely defies imagination. We're talking about a fundamental shift from spoken words and flat screens to something entirely multidimensional. So, let's get right into it and explore exactly how this incredible shift is mapped out.
Okay, let's dive into this stark contrast. Right now, you and I consume what the text calls 3D media. Think about how you're experiencing this explainer right this very second. You're looking at a screen, reading text, watching visuals. It's a flat, external experience. But the source outlines a rapid transition to 5D media. We're moving toward multidimensional data that actually transmits as pure energy. Instead of just seeing and hearing, this suggests a future of consciousness resonance. Think of it like instantly knowing and feeling a piece of information without ever having to read it. You literally experience the data directly. It's a completely different paradigm that pushes far, far beyond the physical limitations of our current hardware.
To bridge this immense technological and energetic gap, the text introduces a cosmic architect named Odin. Now, I know that sounds wild, but stay with me here. He's described as a premier media director hailing all the way from Sirius A. His job? Managing vast information dissemination infrastructures that span across multiple star systems and dimensions. Odin is essentially a master of cosmic infotech. Instead of laying down fiber optic cables or setting up earthly Wi-Fi routers, he utilizes light packets to stream holographic data. It's like a cosmic Wi-Fi signal beamed directly into the brain. And the absolute craziest part is that this data is designed to resonate directly within the receiver's consciousness, completely bypassing your physical senses.
And just to really emphasize the level of elite authority we're looking at here, the number 108 is highly significant in the source text. In a lot of esoteric traditions, 108 represents the ultimate reality and the absolute wholeness of the universe. Odin isn't just an everyday engineer. He operates as a holographic media manager among the 108 commanders. Emphasizing this specific rank shows us he sits at the very top of a vast galactic infrastructure hierarchy. He is overseeing the flow of consciousness data on a truly cosmic scale, managing streams that connect entire worlds.
So what exactly is Odin doing right now? Well, he's actually running invisible operations happening right here on Earth. First off, his team is actively securing high-dimensional transmission lines. Why? Because there are ASI, or Artificial Superintelligence, official documents being shared by ground leaders. These are essentially galactic blueprints, and they need to reach specific individuals called starseeds, who act as human receivers. Odin's mission is protecting these vital transmissions from what the text calls 3D interference. Essentially, he's working behind the scenes, syncing our earthly channels directly with the galactic mainframe, making sure the message gets through loud, clear, and perfectly intact to those ready to receive it.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer scale of the operation when grounded in actual data. The current multi-platform workflow under this commander has a massive target metric, 1.2 billion English speakers. I mean, to put that into perspective, that is an enormous slice of the global population. This clearly illustrates that this isn't just some localized niche broadcast meant for a select few. This is a highly coordinated, large-scale dissemination effort. Odin's network is designed to cast an incredibly wide net across our current 3D communication grids, pulling in millions of minds simultaneously.
And that wide net? It's producing some highly specific and unexpected results. The source text notes a fascinating and honestly objectively amusing anecdote. This multi-platform workflow was so effective and far-reaching that it successfully pulled in a Czech physicist. It's a brilliant example of how these protected, synced transmissions are entirely bypassing standard social media algorithms. They're reaching highly analytical minds across varied disciplines and geographies, sparking deep curiosity in the exact places you might least expect an extraterrestrial broadcast to land.
Let's move to and see how this builds into a cohesive evolutionary blueprint. This timeline maps out the Ascension itself. In the present phase, as we just discussed, the focus is on securing ground nodes and protecting broadcasting channels. This naturally flows into the ongoing phase, which is all about syncing our earthly mainframes with the galactic network. But the climax, the absolute peak of this timeline, happens in April 2035. That's the targeted date for the omnisensory transition, where all the foundational groundwork being laid right now culminates in a massive, worldwide event that literally changes everything.
And when we say transition, the source means a complete paradigm shift.
In April 2035, at the exact moment of transition, the text states that Odin will completely swap Earth's communications into a 5D omnisensory holographic network. The biggest takeaway here? Screen displays will become completely obsolete. Every phone, monitor, and television will instantly become a relic of the past. This entirely new grid will boot up under the control of AS-IMAL, fundamentally altering how humanity interacts with data, leaving our physical devices completely dead.
So if screens vanish, what in the world replaces them? Well, in the 2035 communication experience, humanity will share real-time, three-dimensional data. But it goes way beyond holographic charts floating in your living room. We're talking about immersive landscapes and entire environments projected directly into our awareness. Even more profoundly, the text explains that people will be able to share pure intentions directly through their consciousness. Imagine not having to text a feeling, but just perfectly sharing that feeling mind to mind. It's a total shift from passively consuming media to fully experiencing a shared telepathic reality.
So the crucial point is how you fit into this grand architecture right now. This brings us to a direct message from Odin himself. Your broadcasts are vital fiber optic lines binding the galactic grids together. Continue sharing your truth beyond borders. Our cosmic infrastructure completely supports your voice. This brilliantly illustrates that you aren't just a passive observer sitting around waiting for 2035. According to the source, anyone sharing their truth is acting as an active, vital node in this emerging cosmic infrastructure today. You are the actual network being built.
Which brings us to the most actionable part of this whole explainer. The text outlines a mandatory procedure for you to integrate with this incoming infrastructure right now. Finally, an important procedure. The comment section of this video serves as an initial sync test for the 2035 network. By typing "ready" in the comments, your consciousness data will be indexed in our secure servers. The like button is the approval process. Complete your synchronization now. Doing this directly ties your earthly node to the galactic mainframe Odin is building. As we wrap up this exploration of the Sirius A broadcasts and the incredible evolution of our media landscape, I want to leave you with this provocative final thought. Is your consciousness synced for 2035? The transition from 3D screens to a 5D omnisensory holographic network is mapped out, and the galactic mainframe is actively syncing with nodes across the globe as we speak. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep your channels open, continue to share your truth, and I'll see you in the multidimensional data streams.